Yeah, I mean, you're going to be dealing with the Kaisa, the Leona, even some, maybe, lest I say it, the engaged Maokai could be happening. So the Braum just feels very comfortable. I think that's a great one to kind of sit around your Ashe and just feel very nice. The Renekton to come out here into the Rumble is going to be an interesting matchup. We saw the Jace banned away in the first round of bans on the red side. And, you know, with the Rumble coming out, he just decided to go for that Renekton. So definitely curious to see how that one is going to go. And Vikla, he looks great on Yone in the season opener. BDD steals that one away from him, and now Vikla's got to play into it as Corki. How is that matchup going to look? How is Vikla going to look on the real stage? Holster. And BDD on Yone, definitely a fun way to start. I'm excited for this one, Chronicler, as it looks like we are ready to hop onto the Rift. Game number 1 of BFX versus KT Rolster starts now. Yeah, it's 2025, and lane swaps still a thing. We saw a bunch of them yesterday. I'm not sure exactly how many. Maybe like... yeah, they're trying to prove that they're the exact same team they've always been. Perfect. He's got a bit of damage, but he's not going to get a kill. Kellen, bit of trouble, has to flash if that knockup hits from BDD. You can get objectives and kind of roll them into a first turret. That feels like a couple of wins you can get in a row. Whereas First Blood kind of stands alone. You see that KT has grouped up for the grubs. Whereas BFX, this is the objective that you fight over. But instead they just gonna kind of let it go.
Yeah, so this is the unfortunate Cuz.
Okay, we're going very deep for this one. Cuz in a lot of trouble, and down he will go.
And yeah, Cuz thinking he could get away there, but obviously Raptor taking a very deep journey. Yeah. He's going to pay with his life for those Raptors.
Word. Which, he is Raptor, so obviously he gets bonus gold from the Raptors. Kind of goes without saying. Now this is actually very annoying. It's buying a lot of time. BDD's missing
Upgrading
XP.
boots is bait, and you should never spend the money. So I'm not sure where we are on the scale as of right now. Suffice it to say, the boots are nice. Not by itself going to be something that is going to win or lose you the game, as we do have Raptor on a big flank here. Corki on the way as well.
Hey, he's just ulting the whole team here on the bottom side. We got teleports coming in as well. The Zyra ult is huge value, but Cuz is getting burned to a crisp. Down he goes as Kellen will pick up that kill, but he is going to pay for it. Raptor in a lot of trouble as well. Perfect, and BDD going so deep for it, and clears ult. Basically does nothing, but now Vikla on the flank, on the top side, doing a bunch of damage, but he's an early game Corki with just a tear and a face. He doesn't really do that much damage, and so just kind of a cheerleader as Diablo getting knocked up here, has to use his ult, and that is just Yone in a nutshell. KT gonna win. Yeah, it does feel pretty nice. Now BFX at least are going to try to get one grub. So that doesn't feel great, and Cuz should be able to at least, well, I say that, here comes Raptor and Kellen. That's a big ult from Kellen. They're just really abusing the lack of mobility on the Zyra now, but a bunch of damage coming out from Duckdom. They're taking a 3v4 right now as the rest of BFX is on the run. They get the kill onto Clear, and Raptor in a bit of trouble as well. Now finally we're gonna get the TP from Corki, but again, what is Corki going to do here? He doesn't do any damage right now, and they might just look to turn on him as well. Vikla, he's got his flash. He flashes directly back into them. He's definitely calling a bit for the team, which you would expect. As Arrow coming on in, Raptor not able to avoid it, and the CC chain is just so obnoxious. He's got a lot of health, but not a lot of resistances, as down he will go. I've got a bunch of Hyungs, which is basically just older brothers in Korean, and I'm just gonna piggyback. I'm just gonna ride the bus a bit, and that's fine. He's doing a great job as Raptor in a bit of trouble here. There's the knockup from Wei, speaking of which, and Raptor will go down.
Unfortunately, not going to be the case.
All right, here we go. Nice block on the ult. BDD may be in trouble, but he is surviving for so long. The flash is so good, as even an equalizer used on a BDD. They finally take him down. Vikla gonna get that shutdown, but what is the rest of this fight gonna look like? It's not looking half bad for KT, but we've got Diablo. Oh, look at that go in there once, Duckdom, and he will take him out as he went super deep for it though, and he will be traded back. Perfect is tanking for about a million years as well on top of the Rift Herald, and he will in the extended fight. Cuz looks to send the Rift Herald potentially into mid here. There it goes. And Diablo taking a ton of damage actually. as we speak. Meanwhile, Perfect up to 2 levels right now on clear. He's got his Dominus rolling.
Maybe, and yeah, looks like the trigger is being pulled. They got to do something. And it wouldn't be BNK if they didn't try to hard force the play.
All right, well, that's a Leona Solar Flare right on top of Duck Dom. Perfect. Kind of an awkward spot for him, actually, as now has to pop the Dominus, goes over the wall. He's kind of out of the fight. He does have TP. For the rest of the team is getting caught as we speak. Duck Dom's got to be careful. He uses both summoners and gets out, but now we got the Maokai ultimate. BDD trying to peel just to get them away.
Biggest win here for BNK is getting both summons on Duck Dom. No Flash and Clench available for the Ashe. They don't have their big team fight ultimates now. But if they trade Soul Point for Otacon, I think they're going to be feeling good, but it takes a while to take down this objective. They're instead setting up the trap, which I like a lot more, but there's the Hulk shot, which foils their plan, Velvet.
KT just doing the old-fashioned way and looking for clear here. Might be in a bit of trouble. Dominus popped as slowly but surely. Big equalizer, but Perfect doesn't really care with that Maw. Has to flash away, but he will be taken down. Has to flash away from that really strong turret, but Perfect with the solo kill. Might be taken out here, but that means immediately... Oh, he's trying to TP away, and he will get away! Actually, there you go! Not able to be interrupted either.
And Jonas Strong gives us what we wanted, Valdez. There is the follow. Raptor can't get into the pit. And it's BNK in shambles.
Okay, this
is
a very interesting play. They're going to take out Duck Dom. And again, takeout is in quotes because he's going to res back at the camp. As now trying to get back into this one. And KT just going to force it with their reses here, going as deep as they possibly can for as many kills as possible. At the end of the day, though, I mean, they only get one. So not really the best usage, I would say, of the Voracious Otacon dive sequence that we always seem to see. It feels like BFX, honestly, handled it not so bad for being dealt a really bad hand. Okay, Diablo is just going crazy, though. That's not worth it, and the flash is definitely not worth it either.
Going in very aggressively, but there was still the buff. If the buff wasn't there and you trade your life for Ashe there, might be worth. If you keep your sums, it definitely feels a lot better. And now KT, no AD carry on the enemy team, starting up Nash, and looks like they will be able to get it without too much of an itch. Can they get out, though?
Yeah, I don't think so. You know, they're trying to force this one 4v5. If they had Kai'Sa, you know, maybe you get something going in a 5v5. Maybe you can prevent the Baron. Perfect goes in and gets so much health back. And he's trying to take out Vikla, and he almost does as the Assassin Braum gets in. Way gonna take him down. And that's gonna keep clear around as well.
BNK, we've reached the point of the game where they're just trying. Oh god. Oh no, the crocodile. He's waiting.
Oh no!
He's waiting!
Oh, Raptor! Oh, I feel so bad for this guy. He is going to use his Twisted Advance and advance to his death. He's trying his best, but his best is not good enough. And a big equalizer. Clear's going to up those damage numbers, but I'm sorry, that doesn't win you very many games. Flash Volley comes in from Duck Dom after the Q lands from Wei. And that might just do it. I mean, KT, we got Perfect. He's in the base. He's just in their face and not allowing them to do anything. Hextech Soul KT looking to put an end to this slaughter.
You know, there's been videos of crocodiles. Give me a little bit of credit.
Yeah, I was just curious. To what level did they get you? Okay, Kellen, just trying to make a play. They're going to get Cuz, I guess, as the ult is going to knock them up. A decent equalizer as well. Now it's 4v5. Very awkward fight here for KT, but does it matter is the question. And I think the answer will be answered very, very quickly. As BNK just trying to run away here. Oh, nice shield there, clear. Barely able to survive for a second longer. Raptor is up next. And now KT will put them out of their misery. Took them a little bit of extra time. They wanted to take the Hex case. They wanted to be a bit cleaner with it. Instead, they get caught and they win the fight anyway, and the game is over. 6-0 and 10 is Perfect. 8-1 and 6 is BDD. It is a very clean game here from the side of KT to take down game number 1 of this best of 3. I don't really see them as shot callers either. I feel like there wasn't really a cohesive feeling from the side of BNK. I'll have to hope that they can figure it out as the LCK Cup comes along, because KT Rolster, it's like a well-oiled machine already.
The part would make sense. This is a lot better into the Wukong and Rel, but does, and even Cassante, I'd say, but does obviously suffer from not feeling quite as strong with the Caitlyn specifically. Generally with Caitlyn, getting something that's a bit more lane dominant feels really good because it allows you to snowball the lane early. I gotta say, when looking at these with the nameplate itself, I take the BNK comp. As long as you can get the lane swap off, not have the Zeri stuck in the lane against the Caitlyn, which obviously will be a really bad time. It is a lot of team fighting power, great engage, nice damage spread, a lot of AoE CC versus composition that I think has strong champions, but doesn't really feel like it gels together in quite the same way.
Just another reason to like him. Either way, guys, we have game number 2. It is starting right now.
And just going to be perfect by his lonesome. Playing, I imagine this is going to be not the tank Jace, as he, nice use of the gate there to dodge from that crash down. Just trying to get his experience in. But we've seen both actual tank Jace and just going...
But just playing a calm, you know, they don't know exactly where the Rel is this matchup, as I said, I feel like this is pretty good for Perfect. He's going for the kill, but he's gonna die anyway!
That does not end up paying off. And BNK looking better here early on.
And just gonna dash over the rocks there, but Vikla stunned in the field. He will commit to the flash, but the Victor could chase down. Gonna tank the turret even. Flashes away, but he's so low as Raptor, desperate. He wants the kill and he will trade it back.
Where both Cuz and Wei are gonna have a much less fun time as in they go.
Oh boy, level 6 Wukong comes in and BDD doesn't have flash. He's in a lot of trouble, but actually just kind of walks it off as Raptor flashes in, does chew through the shields and gets down the Victor, but Cuz might be able to at least punish this one. Is going to dash back over the rock so it doesn't stun as the clone fooling him a little bit, and now we got Kellen coming in as well. Wei picks up a kill, but this is just a disaster for KT. BNK looking for more.
Trying to look for the timing to slow down Raptor, but instead he eat into the ult and it just kind of boomed him, unfortunately. So I get to take another look at that again, and that is even... Oh, Diablo?
Yeah, Diablo goes in for that one. You know, he almost one-shots Duckdom. Duckdom still has his barrier.
We're not close to it happening yet, but there are some worrying signs, Valdez.
It is, it's difficult to take the KT out of KT. You can never do it. And here's Clear on the TP flank. We've also got the Wukong ult. Only hits Duckdom. He's totally fine. Wei also walking it off. He finally goes down, but now we got the Zeri. And the Zeri moment's beginning to brew here. He's looking for Perfect. He wants Cuz as well. He says, give me all the kills. I'll take them down. BDD just chasing. He's had a wild game so far.
He's flashing, Valdez. That's a triple.
Yeah, he's going to get the triple, and BDD is just dead. I mean, maybe he gets Raptor here, who's doing the Krug.
Okay. Grump. I've seen Dunden lose those. Let's be careful there. Grump does get respected.
BDD's dead as well. That's 4 kills, which I feel like is going to be useful regardless. BDD, he's just playing Dying Simulator. He's playing yesterday like Fiesta. He's going to get knocked into the rocks as well, and that'll be his 4th death, as now Wei, trying to make it up for him, will once again get the kill. So that's yeah, from a losing position, it just feels like you're not doing anything. So yeah, that's going to go off, but that is Cassante, so I don't know if you can kill him. Wei's ult is going to go totally wide, and now he is kidnapped by the Cassante. Does get away, Cuz no escape for him, as he's trying to walk it off actually, but Clear just gets in there. It's a total mess of a fight, and it's going all the way up BNK. They're absolutely shredding KT here. The weirdest fight maybe I've seen today. And BNK, that's just their comfort zone.
Diablo?
This guy is a maniac.
He's crazy!
What is going on? He's he's not even gonna get the kill.
Oh, he doesn't flash just a couple of seconds. It was
touch and go.
Yeah, it was a bit more subtle, and it was mostly game state as opposed to just being what, like 7K multiple item finishes ahead.
Yeah.
Still gonna look as I think they should, but look at Raptor.
Yep, here comes Raptor. There is the wombo combo into the back line. Nice poppy ult, actually. Wei trying his hardest. And the TP from BDD, I do not know about that one. Actually, I do. He's dead and not going to do anything, and neither does Tank Jace, as he will go down. BNK, they don't get the Otacon, but they don't need the Otacon.
He's just flashing into like 3 people again! He doesn't care! Oh, man. BNK going to get Otacon. And they were already aggressive. They're now also going to have a big impact in your team fights.
All right, here we go. We're pressing our buttons, and Duckdom doesn't have flash, so he's dead. And down he will go. Again, voracious Otacon. We are diving as far as we possibly can. Raptor, he is unleashed, and we will knock up everybody in that back line. They're only going to get Cuz, and nobody's dying. They're so far ahead that they didn't even need Otacon. Honestly, just keep pushing. Why not? Boo! Boo!
Come on, BNK! Oh, there we go. Okay, they're going for him. I retract my boos.
No. Wait. Okay, so Diablo just...
It's fine.
All right. So they're just going to stick around. They don't really care. They're not going to play safe at all. They're actually maybe going to get more kills here. Looking for Wei. Kellen's like, hey, I'll do it. You can't stop me. He's demoting them. Okay. I think Clear wins this.
Well, I think for Claire, we're getting pretty close.
Did you see the damage from the Jace?
He might want to go down. Like his buff is about to time out. Just die. It's fine.
No, he's just gonna survive.
Okay. Ooh, that was tight.
Never mind, yeah.
I don't know how many seconds he had left on that buff. I mean, now it's, you know, there's too.
He was dragging them.
He's going back
into position to kill them. And I think BDD might just get away. But it was funny anyway. I think that Clear, he's going to pretend like he still has the buff, and he's going to continue to run at them and say, okay, guys, come on, the game's over. Come on, just FF, it's over. Go next. We are ready. The casters are ready. The teams are ready. KT, they're not going to go down without a fight, though. That's a lot of damage on a Kellen, and those turrets, you can't just quite tank them as much. Here comes Diablo, unleashed again, and that's 1,000 gold for Cuz. He just dies, Giga Chad.
Wait.
KT gonna just get 1,000 gold on Duckdom.
It's kind of heartbreaking that Duckdom got a triple, and he still doesn't have a third item, whereas Diablo is sitting on...
He also got 1,000 gold shutdown.
Yeah, no, I know. And Diablo's sitting on a lot.
So KT, I mean, they're just trying to stop this Baron from going down, as that is a big combo. But that front line is very tanky. But as you mentioned, Chronicler, they just don't have any damage. They still don't have any damage. Here comes Vikla. He is going so incredibly deep for this one with the wall. And he is going to trap Cuz, as down will go BDD. We've got Cuz in a bad spot here, too. And finally, Diablo, he is going to find his moments to actually make the right call and dive as far as he possibly can. The game is now over. It was, in fact, uncursable. And we will be moving on to Game 3 in the series between BNK and KT, to the surprise of nobody. Happy with the way this one played out. BDD still did a lot of damage because he's Victor, but he also died a lot, and it was not a very pretty game for him.
Yeah.
And Duckdom definitely can pilot this, looking to go alongside of the Lulu. You know, he was part of that Aphelios Lulu, Jinx Lulu kind of meta that we used to have.
Oh, Jarvan Rakan? Sign me up! Into Jinx Lulu in particular, when the flash is down, that is going to be very tough to play out. Without having Raptor having too much impact, they should be good, but after game 2, little worried Valdez.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see as we hop into the rift for game number 3.
The champion have a lot of success as we take a look at the mid-lane setup. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That's why I'll be feeling a little bit scared if you are Diablo and Kalanir, both heals used, and has been able to build a small CS lead here.
Vikla might just die here. Flash comes forward, but he's going to live. BDD not able.
Well, that's very easy. 0, because we've had no action.
Wait, you summoned the action. You're so good at the caster cursing. Duckdom, though, is going to survive. And Cuz comes in and says hello. Standing in mid, getting it. And I think You know, one grub will go the way of KT here, but Raptor gets on in. There's that engage on a BDD, but he just flashes it. And now we've got Cousin a rough spot. He's going to have to flash away. In goes Bigla just to die immediately. Way too over-aggressive.
TP coming in.
Okay, that's fine. As they're looking to play front to back here, Kellen getting low, but in goes clear, and he's Ambessa. He's in there with all of them as the Jarvan traps everybody in this one. Oh, the polymorph is huge on a clear, actually. Will prevent BDD from going down. Pretty dicey situation. Perfect thinking about a bit more. And at the end of the day, you can see that Diablo, you know, he's at least able to chip on KT. Trying to burst down the dragon. You see that clear is here, but he does not have smite, so I think you just smite it and try to get away. That's really the question. As Yell comes over the wall, clear continuing in on this one, but KT just don't really want too much of this at all. They say, okay, we got the objective, we get out.
Anyone is going to match him in the side at any point in this game. They're going to be feeling good, but they need to be careful because this is the type of comp where if BDD or Doctom mispositions once and they actually do get on the back line, you can also lose the game no matter how good your position is. So definitely going to be a very tense game from here on out, Veldas. And it's also looks like they got a good chunk of damage on already. Vikla is in a flank position, level 2 on the ultimate. This could be good for BNK, but KT aren't afraid.
Ducktom has to flash away from the Ambessa as now Wei has to flash over to his AD carry, just trying to fight front to back, but it's painful as Yell comes in on a Kellen. Nobody does anything to Kellen after that ult hits him. So very messy fighting. Re-engage comes in, and now we got the follow-up here, the aggressive ult, but immediately Diablo will be punished for that. Perfect takes him out, as it is a 2 for 2 so far. Vikla trying to get back in, trying to get out now actually, as Cuz looking for the chase, and he will have the freeze. That's a double kill for BDD, and it will be KT barely getting across the line.
And Diablo. We'll see. This is a moment where BNK can either try and really get a foothold in this game, as they're going aggressive on Doctom here.
Okay, Kellen, he presses R button for some reason, so did Clear.
Well, they got Drake.
I'm sure they have their own reasons. I just don't. Just gonna try to flash it, but can he flash the Akali? He can't. He doesn't have it anymore. He's not getting any help from his team. No TP's coming in. This is a 2-on-1. Perfect. Just trying to hop around a bunch, but you're not getting away from it.
We'll get spotted by the wave here. Is this the opportunity we're waiting for? Clear is there as well.
I mean, there's just massive flanks from both sides. The redemption. But the ult comes in. Ducktom and the engage from Diablo as well. But Ducktom is alive. They don't take him out. And now the Jinx. Oh, the combo does come in, but it's a little bit too little too late from the side of Raptor. And now Clear is getting run down. We've got Vikla as well, kind of hidden in the jungle. And KT just thinking, okay, do we just continue to chase the Ambessa, or do we just take Vikla down? Kind of a funky spot, but this should be some objectives here for the side of KT. They will take down this Cloud Drake at least. Yeah, I don't think so. I think they're just way too fed at this point in time. Like
they should be.
There's just so many carries, so much scaling. We're 26 minutes into the game. Cuz is just gonna catch Raptor as the damage comes in. Ducktom gonna take him down. Vikla's totally alone. He's just gonna be cleaned up. It's free. It's just free food for KT. And I mean, what are you gonna do against BDD as Vikla? But either way, it's just perfect for KT.
No, perfect's the top laner. As Otacon is going to take
on KT.
Yeah, let me have this one time.
Sorry, you got me.
Although that fight I think was lost the moment that Raptor got caught, Wei had an instant polymorph. So what Vikla was
beat themselves by 2-0ing BNK today. That was my official prediction, but yeah, they lost game 2 somehow. And now we're back to the regular scheduled programming. It is KT beating them over the head with their gigantic wallets and just looking to push the bottom lane. They got the Otacon, they got the Baron, and that is a deadly combo because you've got all this pushing power, which just makes diving that much easier, right? So that's exactly what they're going to look to do. They're looking for Raptor. They do get onto BDD, but immediately the Lulu ult comes in, and BDD finds a bit of an ult. Kind of wonky, actually. Looking pretty good for BNK. Perfect is so tanky and so fed at this point in time. Not the greatest fight here for KT though. Duck Tom is gonna get excited. He's got a couple of kills. The penta angle is alive and well, but everybody just gonna spread out and avoid him to deny it, and he's still got the Otacon buff.
Yeah, they got fresh teleports coming in. They're not afraid. BDD has rejoined the fray, and KT about to take the 2-0 here of Valdez. I know the Nexus hasn't fallen yet, but as long as Dom is standing,
Delayed penta?
doesn't matter. Yeah, no. Right.
The soldier just bonks Akali over the head. That's the end of that one. Another double kill for BDD. And that'll be 2 games won here in the best of 3 for KT Rolster. They take it down. They get a victory. Very good. This gold graph, as you mentioned, it was very back and forth. We had some close moments early on. And then eventually, in one fell swoop, KT won a team fight.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POM interview translation of 2025's LCK Cups match number 3, joined by BDD on the side of KT Rolster. Congratulations! You just won your first match of LCK Cup and became the player of the match. How was playing against BFX, and how do you feel? It was overall a pretty good one. I think I will have to try even harder for the next match. And with the addition of Cuz, lots of fans were excited for the BDD Cuz reunion. So what kind of mid-jungle synergy can we expect from KT? I feel like even if it's been a long time since I have played with Cuz, our synergy has been pretty good. So I think you can definitely expect a lot from us. And you had a clean game 3 with your Azir pick, and we had expected nothing less. So how would you rate Azir lately? There are lots of good options in terms of champions. So I think we started seeing less of Azir, but I think Azir is always consistently good. And I want to ask about Victor. He's a hot topic for being referred as the trap pick, and you played him in game 2. So what do you think of him? You know, it actually did come off very differently as compared to how it went in practice, so I did struggle a little bit with Victor. And your next opponent is Hana Life Esports. Please share your resolution. I believe Hana Life Esports is a really good team, so I'll have to put in an even more effort to prepare for the next match. Would you like to say anything to Group Elder? To D plus Kia in the next match? D plus Kia, fighting!